Okay, thank you so much.
My name is Ted. I'm a writer. I like to find out about stuff.
Do you all know where you all get your Tim Tams from?
This is Vic, my producer. She doesn't know a lot of stuff.
There's a fly. It went up my nose.
We investigate,
Blue band crab.
stop, search high and low
I don't know if I'm getting scammed there.
to find answers to some silly questions,
So, chili crab is from robber crabs.
There are a lot of bad herbs with it.
no matter how weird things get.
What are you asking now?
Them guys will kill you.
No t-shirt.
Don't drink and drive.
Who's gonna eat fried rice like every day? Also like,
Together, we deep dive into stuff we don't know about.
oh, that's like a dinosaur.
You might not know about it too.
We both wrong.
Are you more wrong?
Now you do.
Diamlah. Deep dive. In a previous episode, Ted and I were on a quest to find HDB's oldest playground. We made a 24-hour-long journey from Singapore to Christmas Island. But someone omitted the fact that the playground in question had already been refurbished.
We came all the way, 20 plus hours, and we didn't find any playground.
We found a playground.
But it's not the playground HDB built.
I never told you this, but I saw an image of them doing reconstruction work. Should I have told you all before you all hit the flight? See Vic's face?
So now I'm panicking. How do I justify the cost of coming here to my bosses?
Let's just do a deep dive on this island.
How much free food can I eat without feeling bad about myself?
Top 5 attractions.
Another day in paradise. Or we can just find out if the robber crabs really ate Amelia Earhart.
Is this like a holiday for you?
Flights and hotels paid for by the company. A producer planning the entire itinerary and not having to spend anything for this trip.
That's a huge donut. It's like a robber crab donut.
And seeing you in constant fear.
I'm gonna die on this island, man. Lizards, they're so big. Crabs everywhere.
Oh my god! Do not come back, dude. Do not come back.
No, of course not.
Oh my god. Maybe I can get some ideas for new content from Chris.
This is Chris Carr. He'll be taking us all around the island. Chris is a tour guide and Christmas Island's only taxi driver.
And this is Wihan, our cameraman.
Christmas Island was named on Christmas Day in 1643 by Captain Maynor. So our demographic over here is, it's changed a bit over the years. I would be saying there's most probably 40% Chinese, 40% Malaysian, and then the rest is a mix of Australia, Philippines, South Africa, and New Zealand.
Chris tells us that phosphate mining used to be the driver of Christmas Island's economy. Phosphate is usually processed to form phosphorus and phosphoric acid. The latter can be found in everything from food and cosmetics to animal feed and electronics.
There has been a bit of a push to cease the mining. The unfortunate reality, though, is without the mine, we wouldn't be able to live here and survive. So we have to work together. The mine, in my eyes, are pretty good. They do some great rehabilitation. They are always the first one to put their hand up and ask how they can help when there's a community fundraiser or somebody in need.
The fabric of the community.
Most definitely, yeah.
Phosphate mining began in 1899 with workers coming from Singapore, Malaysia, and China. So it's not hard to understand why certain buildings, people, and food just look so familiar.
But everybody's just so harmonious over here. There's a lot of interracial marriages and that these days. I brought my brother-in-law over in 2000. He fell in love with a local Malay girl. He's also converted. I've got plenty of mates that have also married into the Islamic community as well as the Chinese community, and it's just a big melting pot of cultures. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you basically just did an ad for Singapore. You just push you into the Singapore thing.
From Singapore. I don't know anything about Singapore.
You never go back yet?
I've been there many times.
How do you compare Singapore to Christmas Island?
Very different.
Very different.
It's very modern there, but here it's a bit backward. But I like it this way. I hope they don't change that. It's more relaxed here.
Fun fact, Christmas Island's land area is approximately 135 square kilometers. Singapore is like 5 times this size. But Christmas Island's population is only around 2,000 people.
Singapore, yeah. My parents from Singapore. I was born here.
Oh.
Now it's still like modern, but back in those days, I love it because it's more like stay in the kampung-kampung, Kembangan.
So you wouldn't like to go back to work in Singapore?
Don't think so. I think I assume because I don't think I like to work in Singapore. I'm sorry to say.
No, we also don't really like to work in Singapore.
But why exactly did Singaporeans and Malaysians decide to work on Christmas Island in the first place?
In the early 70s, there's a fair bit of unemployment issues in Malaysia because race riot. So there's a lot of friction among the races in Malaysia. As a young guy, see in the Star that put in an advertisement for a fitter position and I got the job. That's the reason why it brought me here. In the early days, because this island is associated in the Strait Settlement, Singapore, Malacca. So Christmas Island also is a sort in a special status, and the recruitment from Malaysia, normally they will aim at the Strait Settlement state.
It seems like Singapore and Christmas Island are very similar. Multicultural, lots of restaurants selling very Singaporean food.
Anywhere you go, we cannot escape the durian or the blue coral.
There was even a casino here at one point in time.
Christmas Island Casino.
But it's a shame they shouldn't have closed that. My wife and I nearly there every weekend having dinner just to go out.
Have you gone to the Singapore casino?
Well, actually, I went in there and saw some Christmas Island people.
But you wouldn't be able to guess what else Singapore and Christmas Island have in common. We have people, and Christmas Island has crabs.
To learn more about these 10-legged crustaceans, we had to ask a David Attenborough, Steve Irwin type of guy. A crocodile hunter. No, a crab hunter. A crab preserver, maybe.
So on Christmas Island, we've got an enormous abundance of land crabs, over 20 species. One of them, the red crab, there's over 100 million of them. Every year they migrate to the coast where the females will spawn, and each of the females carrying 100,000 eggs lays into the ocean a few days after the last quarter of the moon. What triggers their migration is rain, and they obviously have enough environmental cues to know when it first rains of the wet season. They will start their migration, but already, even though these crabs live under a thick rainforest canopy and through a lot of the dry season they live in a burrow, so they don't even see the outside world, they know what phase of the month of the lunar cycle, they know what's going on. So this stretch, particularly this stretch of road here, about 3 weeks ago, covered in crabs, loads and loads of crabs. All females returning from the coast after spawning. It started in early January. The males and the females both migrated to the coast, where the male structured mating burrows. The male with the best looking burrow lures in the female. Once the male has done his bit, then he migrates back into the middle of the island. The female then stays in that burrow, brooding a clutch of 100,000 eggs.
What should you do if you're surrounded by rubber crabs?
I don't know about you guys, but there was one crab that stood out even amongst the sea of red. You might have seen them in memes, like this, or this, or this. These pictures are not fake, okay? I repeat, they are real. These minions of Beelzebub are actually known as coconut crabs or robber crabs, depending on socio-economic factors. These crabs can measure up to 1 meter across. They can even climb trees and attack birds.
Is it true that they eat corpses?
Yeah, they will eat anything that they find. And if that is a dead bird or something else on the ground, they will definitely eat it. They're big scavengers. But in terms of, if you're asking about people, corpses, I wouldn't
Rare.
know. Yeah, rare.
Rare.
Doesn't happen very often.
Interestingly enough, one was even spotted in Singapore, way back in 1954. A coconut crab was spotted snapping at passers-by at what is now Fort Canning Park. Police were called, and one of the toughest characters they ever had to deal with was apprehended. Strangely enough, the roguish ruffian was from Christmas Island, so it seems all robber crabs lead back to Christmas Island.
So wait, what should you do if you're surrounded by rubber crabs?
Well, they're not very fast. No, they're not very fast, so you could easily outwalk, your walking pace is definitely...
Not be stationary lah, is number one.
Yeah. They are the top predator on the island, the rubber crab, but we're still bigger than them, so like they generally back off. They have this defensive thing where they raise one arm up in the air, go away.
We haven't seen one yet though.
Thank God.
Just the usual red crabs.
And have you seen rubber crabs yet?
No,
I
none.
haven't seen rubber crab yet. Oh, okay, we'll find one.
Oh, nice.
There's millions of them here, you got to see at least one.
Won't it be funny if you go back to your room, right, Vic? Then it's all there.
Shut up!
75 robber crabs is called a law firm. Can't find any. Man, I can't believe this, man. Oh wait, so chili crab is from robber crabs?
No.
I'm just walking out to see if I can find one.
It took us a bit of looking, but finally we found one.
Let me see. Hi! Oh no, low battery! No way!
Wow, this is big.
Holy sh! Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh, that's like a dinosaur.
This is like a minion of Voldemort, yeah.
Oh, he's so big. He's so big.
Whoa.
Is that the
Crayfish.
hand raise that you're talking about?
The waving of the hands.
Yeah.
So he'll wave, he's gonna be scared. Go away, go away. No, stay.
I say they have an amazing sense of smell. You
wait.
see those little feelers twitching at the front. They can smell and taste the air. And then even their claws, you see those hairs?
Oh yeah.
Claws? As soon as he touches something that's edible, they can taste it. They can sense.
You have no idea, but you will be delicious, man.
No, don't say that to him.
Otherwise, he's decided to climb the tree.
How is he grabbing on?
The thing, right? The pincer, right? Really?
That's so amazing. Careful. There's a little guy there.
Oh, and remember the memes?
I've seen a video of a coconut crab snapping a golf club in half.
Yeah, that was here on Christmas Island at the golf course. And have you ever tried Googling like a robber crab destroying family picnic?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that was my family.
Look at this guy, look at that.
That's more than halfway to
Well, we just went for a family barbecue in a place in the middle of the island, and next thing we knew, we had 55 robber crabs that descended on our party, and we were just like hanging out. We just carried on, like lifted our legs off the ground so they couldn't bite our toes, but otherwise we were okay.
Every viral picture or video of a coconut crab, large one, is probably here, right?
Yeah, they're probably all from Christmas Island, yeah, because we have the biggest population. We got the biggest robber crab.
That's your 4th largest export.
So we met up with Chris the next day to see more little baby crabs.
I got a raincoat, I got boots I didn't wear.
Oh my god, that's a baby.
And they were very cute, but very small.
It's how small the babies are here.
Do you think dating culture now is sustainable?
Okay, thank you for your answer.
The crabs are an essential part of the Christmas Island ecosystem, and because of the role they have, laws have been set in place to protect them.
That already killed one crab.
Reckless behavior, not very innocently, badly timed behavior.
Oh, and we also found some blowholes. Stop it.
Oh. Pretend it's a car, pretend it's a car.
No, it sounds like a car that's alive.
No, the visual will be good, the visual will be good. Oh, wow, we...
It doesn't hit you, man.
Quick.
Oh, it's like seawater.
It is seawater.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, got carrot there.
But on the way back, tragedy struck.
Our cameraman Weehan had unfortunately engaged in some reckless, careless behavior.
You fell, you okay or not?
Oh, the ball was down.
What happened?
He actually fell off the boardwalk and tore his ACL.
Turn around, was at the wreckage.
You fell into the limestone?
Yeah. But I was lucky it was the mud.
Not that lucky lah. You can't even walk now. At least Weehan is not dead.
Can you please be more sensitive?
For now.
I got a digital one.
And that marked the end of his filming on Christmas Island.
Don't worry, we'll continue the Krabby quest on his behalf.
Are these considered bollets?
Wallet.
Oh, you don't know?
And we came across this curious restaurant.
Strangely enough, this restaurant didn't have crabs on the menu or in the back row. Can I get an iced Milo as well?
How many? 2 ice.
2 iced Milo. Actually, why are there no crab dishes on Christmas Island?
Wow, Milo.
Do you all eat the crabs here?
The red crab, you cannot. It's dry, right? No.
Oh, it's just not good to eat also. If you're in Christmas Island, right, then you want to eat crab, right, you have to go to Lau Pa Sat.
Yeah, you only dream, you only watch YouTube. Yeah, when you're in Singapore, you hantam habis.
Now you can't even eat robber crabs already.
But now, yeah, it's under protected. Yeah, but robber crab, very nice.
No, it's very nice.
Lobster, lobster is very sweet.
Before the crabs were protected, people didn't used to eat the red crabs. Apparently they tasted awful. You used them to feed their chickens just by crushing them up, but the problem was when they fed them crabs, the eggs tasted like crab.
Oh no, we killed another red crab with our car.
A bit hard to avoid since they are everywhere.
But it seems humans on Christmas Island aren't the biggest cause of red crab deaths. Around 1915 to 1934, yellow crazy ants started appearing on Christmas Island. While they were alright for a while, they started causing ecological havoc when they formed super colonies in the 90s, partially due to changing climate. By the way, yellow crazy ants are listed as one of the top 100 worst invasive species in the world.
These colonies took over the burrows of red crabs.
Claps.
These colonies took over the burrows of red crabs as nesting sites, rapidly killing all resident crabs. But how do these ants kill the crabs? Basically, yellow crazy ants secrete formic acid, which they spray directly onto the crab's eyes and leg joints, rendering them immobile. This leads to the crab suffering from dehydration and ultimately dying, becoming food for the ants.
The ant colonies killed tens of millions of red crabs in just 15 years. So the people working at Christmas Island National Park had no choice but to start a targeted poisoning program in the 90s to suppress the number of ant colonies. They used helicopters to drop a neurotoxin on the ground during the dry season, where most crabs were hiding in the barrows.
And I guess it worked, but the park people are still monitoring the population of all the different creature species at all times.
Like the island being so isolated and far away from anywhere else, a lot of the things that are here aren't anywhere else. It's called endemic, so it's not found anywhere else other than there's endemic reptile species. We also have a lot of endemic bird species as well.
A small detail you might have missed in the episode so far is how clean the forest actually is. That's because these little rascals clean the heck out of leaf litter. Not only that, their many burrows help to aerate the soil.
Do you mean soil?
Which facilitates plant growth. That in turn supports other terrestrial species including birds, reptiles, and Brendan.
With an injured crew on our team, we had to get back to Singapore quick. It was just a few days, but our adventure has just shown us how similar Christmas Island and Singapore really are.
Can you chili crab rubber crab? Huh?
Even though we didn't manage to tapao a crab dish home from Christmas Island, we managed to take away something even more important.
I look like an alien. Looks like the face hugger.
Memories.
Very cringe.
Fine, it was just magnets and some brochures. But still very cool. And to repay their kindness, we gave them something very Singaporean in return.
What colour?
Her uncle, Ted wanted to give you this because it's a very common shirt worn in Singapore.
It's a gift from Singapore.
So I got a little bit wet with the rain just now coming in, but yeah.
This one you wear to Singapore, people think you just the same as everyone.
Victoria? So how? Think you have enough for the episode? Do you think this can pass CNE? Oh.
Yo, man.
Here comes the burden.
No. Yeah.
The guy is here.
Yeah, right, it's here.
Pin is here. So the doctor said, this one is MCL, this one LCL.
You survived? Yes. Barely.
Lost weight. You did? You lost weight. You lost weight. You lost weight, the crabs.